My parents forgot I existed the day my little sister was born. Dad used to play soccer with me every evening. Mom used to cheer when I brought home a good grade. Then my baby sister came home from the hospital, and everything changed. Every morning started with her crying. Every night ended with her crying. And somehow, nobody noticed I was crying too. One day I got a perfect score on my math test. I ran all the way home holding the paper above my head. Mom was feeding the baby. Dad was changing a diaper. I stood there for almost 5 minutes. Nobody looked up. Eventually, I folded the paper and walked back to my room. The next week, I fell off a chair while helping in the kitchen. A glass shattered and cut my hand. Blood dripped onto the floor. Mom glanced over and said she was busy with the baby. She told me to grab a bandage myself. So I did. That night, I sat in my room staring at the family photo on my desk. There were 4 people in the picture, but it felt like there were only 3 now. A few days later was my birthday. I woke up excited. Maybe this year would be different. Maybe everyone would remember. I waited all morning, then all afternoon, then all evening. Nobody said happy birthday. At dinner, everyone was celebrating because my baby sister had learned how to clap. They laughed, they cheered. I sat quietly at the end of the table. Nobody noticed I was crying. That was the night I decided to leave. I wrote Mom and Dad a letter. I told them I loved them. I told them none of this was their fault. I spent the whole day wandering around town. Nobody called, nobody texted, nobody came looking. At least that's what I thought. Just before sunset, I sat alone on a park bench. That's when I heard someone shouting my name. I looked up. Dad was running toward me. His face was covered in tears. Behind him was Mom. She looked like she hadn't slept in days. She kept repeating the same words over and over.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Dad pulled something from his pocket. It was my math test. The perfect score. The paper was folded and covered with tears. He told me they found it under my bed. Mom started crying again. She said they were so busy trying to be good parents to a baby that they forgot how to be good parents to me. For the first time in months, I felt seen. When we got home, my drawing was hanging on the refrigerator, right in the middle, where everyone could see it. That night, Mom tucked me into bed. Dad sat beside me until I fell asleep. And for the first time since my sister was born, I didn't feel invisible anymore. Would you have forgiven your parents?